Hello everybody and welcome back again to Let's Play Mass Effect Andromeda. We are currently in orbit around Aya because we haven't been here in a while and there are a few quests that I can do here. So I want to make a quick stop here and get this done. Right, I'm supposed to meet Liam. I can turn in some artifacts to the historian. I need to talk to the Moshae for Jaal. And there is some other task. I don't remember what that is, but I guess we'll find out. So yeah, let's land on Aya again and get some stuff done. Alright, here we are. So, let's see. Oh, first of all, we have a new quest over here. So, I guess I'm going to check that out first. It's over here. Oh, it's actually a Turian. Merixus.
Honor to meet you, Pathfinder. Initiative Pilot Merixus. I run supplies to your outposts.
What brings you to Aya?
Your survival supplies only Aya has. I'm waiting on clearance to enter the city, but it's taking too long. I understand their caution, but the outposts need these supplies. I have to get them, now.
They let me into the city. I can help.
I appreciate that. To start, EOS needs a way to produce food to support population growth. They've requested Kiloa seeds to begin their own crops. There's an agricultural scientist who might sell some.
I'll make sure to get those seeds.
Vol's power grid is lagging without proper solar input. A solar amplifier would give them a boost. The solar technicians here may have the required parts.
I'll see what I can find.
Okay, so I'm just supposed to get a few supplies for that guy. Well, that seems to be pretty much a milk run. Okay, let me have a look at my map. So, this is one of the supplies that I'm supposed to get. Visit the Andromeda Initiative Embassy on Aya. Okay, this is new. These are the Kiloa seeds. Liam is waiting at the Tavatan. The Moshae is over here. This is the historian. And yeah, that's about it. Okay, so I guess I'm just going to start with the first quest on my way, which are the supplies. And right, someone told me in the comments that I should scan the plant life. Oh, yeah, look at
Pathfinder, analysis reveals this plant to be fruit-bearing.
Can we eat it?
Unknown. If we find more samples, I can transmit the data to Dr. Tapero for testing.
Okay, so I need to find more fruit samples. Edible Angaran fruit, colloquially known as Paripo. Alright. Yeah, let's just keep the scanner activated. Okay, this is just another Paripo. There's a lot of them. But I need 3 different ones apparently. Okay. Anyway, one of my quests is over here.
You work on the solar panels. Do you have an amplifier for solar energy?
Nothing as big as these, but I have a smaller one on hand. Do you need it?
Yes, I do. And I'm going to buy it from you. There we go. I have the solar amplifier. And I still need the seeds. Angaran irrigation unit. This industrial-grade irrigation system provides water and nutrients for plant life. Okay. It's not what I've been looking for, though. Oh, look at that! Venteref, what are you doing here?
Ven? Thought you'd be in a resistance holding cell.
That was Edford's plan. He wanted to throw me down a hole once he got his precious answers. The Moshae convinced him to release me here. I volunteer and they let me see sunlight.
Well, I guess it turned out okay for you.
You didn't trade one self for another after all, and you get fresh air.
And servitude, dressed up like forgiveness. The Moshae keeps her high ground, and I'm the traitor who gets a second chance.
Well, but at least you're alive.
It's better than what Sloane would have done to you.
Lucky me. I should get back to work. They're not paying me to stand around. Oh, that's right. They're not paying me at all.
Wow, you're really grumpy. Whatever. Good luck with your plans. Yeah, I do not see any other stuff to scan. Oh, Kiloa. That is a different one, yes. And I believe I actually need some seeds for Kiloa as well.
Weird question. You don't have any Kiloa seeds, do you?
Yes, I do. Need some?
Yes, exactly. I need some. And they're not very shy about selling that stuff to us, so that's good. Alright, we've done this, but we have Ambassador Riella over here. It's in the governor's office, so how would I get there? I guess I can go up here. Yes. Oh, I see. It's the door that had been locked before.
Ambassador, I trust our people had a smooth transition to Aya.
The Angara have been gracious. Everything's going well.
Good. Keep me updated. 10 out.
I've never lied to a director before.
So, what are you saying? It's not going well?
Pathfinder, it's a pleasure. I'm Ambassador Riella, Chief Diplomat for the Initiative on Aya. I was removed from Cryo specifically for this. Quite the wake-up call.
I know what you mean.
I know what it's like, jumping out of the cryopod and into the fire.
You've had it far worse. My condolences on your loss. I hear you're to thank for our new ties with Aya. This is our best shot at an alliance. Now we just need to keep our people from wrecking it, no matter how hard they try.
Is this actually a problem? Uh-oh.
I'm not going to like this, am I?
No more than I do. A Solarian botanist named Sorvis Len is here, learning how to improve our crops. He sent an urgent comm, saying a member of the Angaran resistance had threatened him.
What happened?
I'm not sure. Sorvis is an excellent scientist, but not the best communicator. I'm concerned this could escalate if someone doesn't look into it, but I don't have the staff to spare.
Well, I suppose I'll do it.
I can go settle things. I'm a friendly face for both sides.
That would be helpful. With any luck, we can prevent this from getting worse.
Okay, we can ask a few questions. So, what are your plans here?
What's our end goal for Aya?
A strong alliance is all we can ask for. It's what we're working toward. Helios is the Angara's home. They dictate the terms of this partnership, not us. We need them as allies, and they could benefit from us. But we have to tread lightly.
Show them we're not invaders.
Historically, when two civilizations meet, one consumes or destroys the other. We need to break that cycle.
Okay, well, sounds good to me. And do we get many initiative visitors here?
How many of our people have they let into the city?
A strictly limited number, and only certain professions. Scientists, engineers, and scholars. The Angara have agreed to allow some of our people to work in Aya's research facilities.
That's huge.
It's more than I expected. Tan wants me to push for social visits, but I'm holding my ground. We need to move at their pace. They've been extraordinarily gracious, all things considered. I'll take whatever they're willing to give.
Alright, I mean, it seems to be going well, so, what other problems are there?
Aside from Sorvis Len, is everything okay? Need anything else?
Actually, yes. Director Ten gave me a project. He wants more Aya natives to live on the Nexus. He thinks it will deepen our partnership. A few Angara expressed interest, but none of them will agree to live on the Nexus without speaking to you first.
Why me?
After what you've accomplished? I didn't want to bother you, but you asked. I'll point you towards the candidates. If you could convince them to transfer, I'd be grateful.
Okay, well, I'll see what I can do.
That's all for now.
I'm here if you need anything.
The Vassal. Speak to Sorvis Len. Okay, that's the Salarian. And who are you?
Pathfinder.
Apparently no one special.
The ambassador's messages are overflowing again.
I guess you're like the secretary. Okay, task the Nexus exchange. So I need to talk to a bunch of people. Oh, I see. And Sorvis Len is over here. Okay, sure. I'm going to talk to them as I make my way through the city. And there doesn't seem to be anything else in here. Time to leave again. Right, one of the people I'm supposed to talk to is actually right over here at the market, I think. So, let's talk to them first.
Hey, Alexei. I tracked down some samples of the Angaran antiseptic you were talking about.
The Angaran antiseptic? Oh, Suma. That's the name, isn't it?
Something like that.
Can't wait to test its applications.
Whatever
Thank
you're
you very
making,
much,
I
Petra.
have something to help.
Anything for the woman who keeps us healthy.
Apparently Vetra's busy again.
I feel so out of place here. People keep staring at me. I can't tell if they're fascinated or afraid.
Or maybe they're in love.
Maybe they've all got huge crushes on you.
Ryder, that's a little far-fetched.
I don't think so. Everyone wants a spiky girlfriend.
Sure, Ryder.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be totally opposed to a spiky girlfriend either. Although, I mean, the Turian females are not quite as spiky. But I like Vetra, and I mean, the Vetra romance is still high on my list of preferences. Because, I don't know, I really like Vetra, and again, it is also one of the romances where Ryder seems a little bit more confident and a little bit more straightforward and not as shy and awkward. So I think I prefer that type of romance for Ryder. So yeah, I like Vetra. Anyway, let's talk to this guy, Helrul.
You're one of Ambassador Riala's candidates to live on the Nexus.
I am. Glad you finally showed up. Let's get down to it. I've lived my whole life wanting to meet aliens who didn't want me dead. But my family's here. How can I stay in touch with them from the Nexus?
Well, that's up to you, I guess. I mean, we have different ways to communicate with people, and you can visit them if you like, I suppose.
You can send messages, talk to them on the comm. We'll even arrange a visit.
You get it. All right. I'm in.
Okay, well, that was quick. You didn't really need that much convincing at all. Alright, I suppose next on my list would be Lem at the Tavatan over here. And, right, I do want to scan for more fruits, but at the moment I'm not seeing any. I already scanned the Paripo. And I'm not seeing any new fruits in here. Anyway, let's see what Liam wants from us.
Good to be back here. Ready to hit those scans?
What am I looking for?
Moran called out supplies that may have useful properties for our tech. Just need to get Sam's eye on them. Take a stroll. Enjoy the market. Nav sent.
Okay, scan the hostile vendor's goods. So you wanted me to come to Aya to scan this guy's goods? That is weird.
These Angara are stronger than they look.
They've been through a lot.
I look around and keep thinking about Tuchanka. A galaxy away, and we're not so different.
I guess that's true. Yeah, I don't see any more fruits in here, but okay, sure. I guess I'm going to scan those goods for Liam. Not exactly sure why he would want that, but let's do it. Okay, right, I remember that guy. He didn't want to trade with us.
Not today, Nexus.
Liam?
God damn it.
What's going on?
Nothing to worry about. Just come grab a table with me.
I didn't actually get to scan it though, because the security guard stopped me from doing it.
I'm not selling to aliens.
Huh. Okay, well, this didn't work. Let's go back to Liam.
Pathfinder, you're good here. We'll worry about the data another time.
Liam, what's going on?
I, figured we should end up somewhere nice and open. You were being cased.
Because of those scans? I don't know, what are you talking about?
Are you getting me in trouble? What was this about?
We're not in trouble exactly, but I don't blame them for being angry. I wanted to get data that would help yields at our outposts. Moran told me what to scan, but I called it off. I still owe her, but it's better than pissing off some gouging hardliner. Sorry I didn't clue you in. It's a security thing. Food is security.
Well, were you trying to steal secrets or something?
Was this an attempt to copy their methods? Steal secrets?
We're not competing companies. It's about learning to live here. Remember my Tempest freakout? I tried proper channels. Got blocked by the Angara and the Nexus. There's only so much Jarl can tell us, so I did what we do back in Crisis Response. Bend the rules.
It doesn't seem like a big deal. Don't blindside me. Well, to be honest, I don't think it is such a big deal, because I've been running around with my scanner all the time, scanning all stuff and asking people for like their fruits and their technology and stuff like that. But on the other side, you know, if you want me to do this, why don't you tell me about it? I mean, I'm a Pathfinder. I can open some doors. Just sending me somewhere to scan stuff and not telling me what you want to achieve by that is not very nice.
Liam, I deserve better than having this sprung on me mid-market.
You're right, of course, you're right. And the Angara are right too. The last people who showed up out of the blue were the Ket, the ultimate users. I don't want us getting lumped in with them, and I really, really don't want to ruin the market. I like coming here. Just enjoying time with you. Feels normal. About time something did.
Well, then, let's just forget about that scanning stuff and let's just have some fun.
Let's not push our luck. We'll save the market for another day.
Good idea, Pathfinder. We've enough trouble, and probably more coming.
Okay, well, it was strange. I think that Liam is a little bit too over-eager at times, so I know you want to do good and you have good intentions, but I don't know, just talk to me about stuff like that and we can figure it out. Because, like I said, I have a certain amount of trust among these people, and if I want to scan stuff, they usually let me, and if they don't, then, well, can't be helped. So yeah, don't be so over-eager. It's not going to help you, I think. Right, but we actually finished this one already. So I guess I'm going to continue in this direction and talk to the Salarian, maybe. I suppose he's over here. And maybe I can find more fruit. Oh, I see, this is our Salarian. There we go, Almug fruit. Edible Angaran fruit, colloquially known as Almug.
Ryder, I took a look at the plants you sent. Good news, they're edible.
So we can grow them on the Nexus?
Not just these. If the genetic makeup is similar, most of the food on Aya could be edible. But I need to be sure. Get a sample of fruit from the market.
Okay, I will do that. But first, let's speak to this guy.
I can't work under these conditions. What does it take to be left alone?
Just relax. I'm here to help you.
Ambassador Riala sent me to check on you. You reported that someone in the Resistance threatened you. Tell me exactly what happened.
I didn't know Riala was sending the Pathfinder. I deserve no less, of course. I was measuring the photonic dispersal from the canopies when some random brute interrupted me. I asked him to move, and he got nasty. Said it was my fault his friend was dead. Ridiculous.
Okay, did he say anything else?
Do you know what he meant by that?
He ranted nonsense about a vessel and selling slots to outsiders.
Oh.
He got right up in my face and compared me to a cat. He wanted to kill me. I could see it in his eyes. The whole conversation made no sense. I think he was inebriated.
I don't know. I'm sure he wasn't talking about a vessel, but the Vessal. I mean, the quest is actually called like that. You know, where every Angara gets a certain slot to live on Aya for a time. So, if this is about selling slots to outsiders, and maybe someone sold their slot to, you know, him, the Salarian, and it didn't work out for them. But anyway, you don't need to be so rude. I mean, seriously, what's your problem?
I'm not saying you're wrong, but dial it down. We're guests here.
Exactly. We shouldn't have to put up with this. When he left, I tagged him with infrared dye from my sample kit. Invisible to the naked eye, but not to a scanner.
I'll scan people around the Resistance headquarters, see if I find him.
You're supposed to represent our interests on Aya. Go, represent. I have work to do.
Wow, you're quite a jerk. Anyway, I suppose I'm going to have a look at that Resistance fighter. He's somewhere over here. But before that, we can take care of some stuff over here. One more person we need to talk to. Right, Avella and the Moshai are in here as well. So yeah, let's do that. I'm guessing they're in the museum. Yes.
Pathfinder, Ambassador Riala didn't think you'd have time for me.
She said you needed to talk before agreeing to live on the Nexus.
This is the opportunity of a lifetime. I'm an anthropologist, but I've only ever studied my own people. I've heard the Nexus is home to multiple species and cultures. It will be fascinating and possibly dangerous. Bacteria, viruses, other contaminants. My family worries about me. Are you sure I'll be safe?
Well, I would say it's relatively safe, but I mean, stuff can always happen in space travel, right? And you know Ryder, she's not one to sugarcoat, she's always brutally honest, so I can't guarantee you 100% safety.
We'll take every precaution, but entering an alien environment is always a risk.
I appreciate your honesty, and so will my family. I'll convince them to let me go. Thank you.
Okay, well, this actually worked out well. Oh, look at this. I think this is new. Holo of the Tempest, translated from Shalash. In day 45 of Revolution 826, the ship known as the Tempest landed on Aya, and our people made first contact with sentient life from another galaxy, a human called Pathfinder Ryder. Nice.
Aylin, did that shipment ever come in? From Havarl? Never showed up?
That's the second time this cycle. It's getting harder to cross the Scourge.
Well, but I'm back here, and I have some stuff for you.
Pathfinder, did you make it to Havarl?
I found this Angaran helmet. Does it mean anything to you?
This is a pre-Dark Age design. Do you see the black marks? The Scourge targeted this pilot's ship. Stars, it's perfectly preserved. I can almost imagine the pilot. He must have been so afraid. I've never seen one of these intact. Do you know how rare this is? I can't even begin to repay you.
And you think the Scourge did that to the helmet and the pilot?
Why would the Scourge target that ship?
It must have been a remnant vessel, or maybe there's remnant tech in the helmet itself. Can you imagine? Our ancestors using the remnant. You know, Pathfinder, this gets me thinking. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't even know that helmet existed. What if that's not all we're missing? There could be a wealth of history just out of our reach. So, I'm requesting your help again.
Okay, hit me with it.
Just tell me what I need to do.
I've led digs on every Angaran homeworld, but there are places I've missed, areas only a Pathfinder could go. There could be relics sitting untouched for centuries because no one could reach them. What I ask is this: if you ever find yourself in an area like that, you keep an eye out for artifacts.
That's it?
That's it. Keep me in mind as you explore, and bring me anything of interest.
Okay, but can you narrow it down a little bit where I'm supposed to look?
It'd help if I knew where to look.
The worlds we've inhabited are Vold, Kadara, and Eladin. I've searched them all, but each had obstacles preventing me from looking everywhere.
Okay, I guess I'll keep my eyes open. And yeah, maybe you want to come with me.
You're the expert. Can't you just come with me?
I'd like to, more than anything, but I'm needed here. My predecessor trusted me to stay and carry on his work, to find answers. No matter how much I miss the adventure, I have a responsibility here.
Okay, sure, I'll keep my eyes open.
A few hidden relics coming up.
I don't know what I'd do without you. I'll be here if you find anything. Good luck.
Oh, and can you tell me more about that helmet?
You said the helmet was touched by the Scourge? What does that mean?
I forget your people weren't around for that. When the Scourge appeared, it targeted remnant ships, broke down their technology. With the drive cores disabled...
The ships crashed.
But that may not be all. The Scourge leaves a mark on whatever it touches. If it touched this helmet, perhaps the pilot was the target. There may be remnant tech inside the helmet.
Or in the pilot.
Storms. I hadn't even thought of that.
Yeah, I mean, I still have that theory that maybe the remnants were built by Angaran in the past and they just forgot about it because of the Scourge and all of that.
I'll come back when I have something.
Stars guide your travels.
Maybe the new relics will shed some light on that. Okay, we still need to talk to the Moshae. And it seems like she is... Oh yeah, this is another door that had been locked before.
Efra should have come to me.
Shh, Uxul, I'm all right.
You almost died. What's she doing here?
As a matter of fact, I'm looking for you.
I asked the Moshae to set up a meeting. I don't want us to be enemies.
Is this true?
Uxul, Ryder rescued me from the Ket. She risked her life to...
Sloane Kelly saved Kadara. Look how that went.
I believe Kadara is a bad example.
I don't condone what happened on Kadara. But one bad experience doesn't define an entire species.
Your kind has a history of treating each other unfairly. Just ask the Krogan.
How did you...
I've been watching you. You're invaders just like the Ket, except less cautious.
What does that mean?
You'll know soon enough. Do not trust them, Chauvin.
Well...
Uxul... He didn't used to be like this. He was curious, brilliant. But the Ket... Even without exaltation, they change us.
Yeah, I get the feeling that Uxul did not visit the Cultural Exchange Center on the Nexus. And he got his information from other sources. And now he knows that there are some problems in the Milky Way as well. But, I mean, maybe there's still some hope, right?
There's still time to bring him around.
I want to believe that, but his hatred towards aliens...
I'll prove we can be trusted.
I hope so.
Ryder,
We just received an emergency recording from EOS. Come to the meeting room when you get back to the Tempest.
Okay. Well, that doesn't sound good at all. What do you have here? Aya Vault Plans. This remnant created device displays an interactive holographic display plan of Aya's vault. Oh, that's useful. Anyway, can I talk to you again?
I found a device Ven was using to communicate with the Archon. I think we can use it to triangulate that Ket flagship's nav point.
All you have to do now is board it, steal the Meridian artifact, and escape in one piece.
Well, sounds like a piece of cake.
When you put it like that, it doesn't sound so impossible.
Don't make light. You're venturing to a place of horrors you cannot imagine. No one has attempted anything like this before. For all our sakes, you must succeed. Now it's my turn. Thank you for freeing Ven to Refat Kadara. I'm told you saved him from execution.
Yeah, I did, and I hope he was useful to you.
I know you wanted to question him. Did you learn anything?
Enough to understand his motives. He lost his way. But I have hopes he'll find it again. Ephra wanted to punish him. I suggested Ven help tend Aya's gardens. He spent too long surrounded by death. He needs to reconnect with life.
Well, that is very merciful of you. And yeah, it seems like we have a bunch of new dialogue options here. Okay, tell me about yourself.
I'd like to know more about you.
What about me intrigues you?
Your knowledge, maybe?
You're an expert on several topics. Remnant, Ket, stuff I don't even know exists.
All true. Why? Do you want to be my student?
Is that an option? Because I didn't train for this job. At all.
Yet you do it well. There are two kinds of knowing. What we take in from the universe, and what's already inside us. You have the essentials figured out. The rest you can learn as you go.
Yeah, apparently, that's what I'm doing here. And yeah, what is your homeworld?
Are you originally from Aya, or someplace else?
I was born on a research vessel in deep space. My parents were explorers. They never stayed in one place long. My own work has taken me to every world, many times over. They all try to claim me as their own, but if I'm honest, my favorite chair is here.
So basically you have a spacer origin, right? Okay. And tell me about Jaal.
You and my crewmate have a close relationship. Any advice? Hints?
He talks in his sleep. Worth it for the look on your face. Jaal is a dear and hopeless former student. He has a good spirit. You're lucky to have him, that's all.
Okay, thank you for that assessment. And tell me about your work.
What are you working on these days?
I thought being a Ket prisoner was the worst fate imaginable. Then I got home and saw my backlog. Avela comes in every so often asking if I have a second. At this rate, I'll never catch up. To answer your question, I'm busy with everything and nothing. We'll see which wins.
Okay, well, good luck with that. And yeah, what exactly does your title mean?
My translator doesn't know what to do with your title, Moshae.
Because it isn't a title, it's a reference. People from mythological times, before the Scourge. Legends say we once had many Moshae. Master inventors of unfailing wisdom, guided by boundless compassion.
That's a lot to live up to.
It's nonsense. Don't remember who first called me Moshae, but I do recall telling them to shut up. To my regret, the name stuck. I've minded less lately. Being the Moshae has its uses.
You mean kind of like being the Pathfinder, right? Okay, and can you tell me more about the Ket?
Any ideas on how we stop the Ket for good?
The real question is, how do we define victory over them? Complete eradication? Unlikely, costly, and morally dubious. Drive them away? How? What stops them from returning?
Peaceful coexistence doesn't seem to be an option.
There's much we still don't know. The Ket are not a simple problem. We can't reduce them to a simple solution.
Well, I suppose you're right about that. I never really thought about it, how we're going to stop them and stop them from returning if we manage to drive them away. But yeah, what are your plans for the future?
When the Kett are gone, if we fix all these worlds, what do the Angara want?
Depends who you ask. We're individuals. Paran will continue spreading hope and optimism. I don't know what Ephra will do without an enemy to fight. Retirement won't suit him. As for me, maybe I'll just fade away. That's what people do when they're no longer needed, right?
Really? Okay. If you say so.
Thank you, Moshae.
Ishare.
Alright, so we had an interesting conversation with her, and now I'm going to read your datapad. Moshae Sephar. After years of staring at these vault plans, so much of it still remains a mystery. Not that we haven't tried. Still, after what happened, maybe it's best to leave the vault alone now. We've spent so long on Aya striving to learn whatever we can about the Remnant and their amazing constructs. I see our future in these Remnant plans. Call it intuition, scientific intuition if you will, but I've marked it down here for posterity. We'll see what unfolds. Alright. We have another data pad over here. Notes regarding exaltation. The question isn't how the Kett genetically modify us, but why. If exaltation is their reproductive process, Kett are a model of inefficiency. Okay. If they can transform one life form into something so radically different, then surely the Kett must also be capable of creating clones. Wouldn't that provide more satisfactory results, especially for such a xenophobic culture? That's an interesting question. The goal of incorporating useful genetic material from other species into baseline Kett genetic material doesn't fully explain the level of effort they expend. Exaltation is a lengthy and labor-intensive activity. What I witnessed at the facility didn't feel like mass production, it was almost religious. There's so much about our enemy I need to understand. Well, some interesting questions here. I hope we can find out more once we find that Archon ship. Anyway, we have spoken to her. Right, I still need to go back to the market. But first, let's go to the Resistance headquarters. There is still this guy I need to talk to. And while I'm there, I may actually wanna talk to Ever again. Maybe he has some new dialogue too. Right. Oh, PB is still here, so...
Ryder, they've got amazing Remtech research going on here.
Yeah, so I heard.
I love seeing our Milky Way peeps mingling with the Angara. It's early in our interspecies relationship, but I hope we can build on the momentum.
If we don't blow it.
Any one of a million things could happen, and whoops, the neighbors hate us.
So, don't go joyriding with the Nomad, huh? Obey the street signs? You're doing a great job. Really. Keep up the good work.
Well, thank you. I'm trying my best. But yeah, we already have a little bit of a diplomatic problem here with the Resistance fighter, so let's see if we can solve that problem. So, he's just any of the fighters in here? Okay, let's scan around a bit. Could be in here. No. But let's see if we can talk to Ephra again.
I interrogated Venturev. He thinks he betrayed the Moshae to save his team. Coward. We put the word out that his team can come home. They won't be punished for his actions. Now you've seen Kadara Port. You understand why I wasn't happy you found Aya?
You're a hypocrite. Why? I do agree it's a bad situation on Kadara.
We need to deal with what's happening there. It's no good for anyone.
Seems pretty good for your people. What do you need?
Nothing, just checking in.
I'll let you get back to it.
Good.
And I'm actually looking for one of your fighters who got into some trouble with a Salarian, but I don't know, maybe he is downstairs.
Sam, what's this?
The decontamination console for visitors to the med center. Touch the start pad to use it.
Yeah, I've seen that already. Ah, there we go. This must be our guy.
I detect the infrared dye Sorvis Len used to mark the person who threatened him.
That's our man.
Okay, let's talk to him.
I know why you're here. The botanist. You want an apology for what I said to him.
Well, I would like to hear your side of the story.
I only have one side of the story. Tell me yours.
It's hard to explain.
Try me?
Aya isn't big enough to give everyone a home. We each live here a short time and then move on. For someone to come, another must go. The exchanges are chosen at random. We call this arrangement the Vassal. Time of change. It worked well. Until now.
Okay, I see. So we upset the balance of your system.
The Vassal never accounted for outsiders living on Aya.
There's only so much room. When our leaders agreed to make a place for your people here, it came with a cost. My friend won a place on Aya, but he sold that slot so one of you could stay here instead.
Sold it how? What did he get?
Comforts for his family, resources to improve their home on Haval. He always put others before himself. That's how he died, fighting Ket on Vold. When I found out, I was angry. Said things to your botanist I shouldn't have, but I'd never hurt your people.
Well, I guess I can understand that.
I believe you, and I'm sorry for your loss. Between us, that botanist is kind of a jerk.
He is.
You didn't fear my anger. I respect that.
I'll talk to our ambassador, see if we can minimize our impact on your Vassal.
We don't expect things to be easy. Only that you understand, nothing is free for us.
Okay, I get it. Return to Ambassador Riala. Right. Oh, they're not doing any simulation anymore? But they are training. They're doing like crunches over there. This is kind of funny. I like small details like that.
It took humanity 8 years to get a Citadel embassy back home. Pretty impressive to get one here so fast.
All it took was handling some remnant.
It'll take more to keep this partnership going. Ambassador Riala will handle the embassy. Lets us focus on everything else.
Yeah, speaking of which, I still need to go back to her and tell her about our little problem. And I also need to go back to the market. So let's go back over there and maybe we can actually finish all the remaining quests today. Okay, Ambassador, I took care of your problem.
Good to see you. Any news on what happened to Sorvis Len?
Do you know about the Vassal? The Angaran lottery that decides who gets to live on Aya.
I've heard of it. Why?
Angara are selling their slots to come here so our people can stay in their place. Including a member of the Angaran resistance. He was killed on Vold. Wouldn't have happened if he'd been here.
No one told me of this arrangement. Well, we have to do something.
Make room back home. We could pay instead. Talk to the Angara. I suppose that would be an option, you know, and have some Angara live on the Nexus. Since, you know, our people are here. Just let the Angara take their place on the Nexus. I like that idea.
We could let Angara who give up their slots live on the Nexus. It's safer than Vold.
Exactly what I was thinking. No one should suffer on our behalf. Thank you, Pathfinder. I'll forward your proposal to Director Ten immediately.
Okay, well, thank you.
That's all for now.
I'm here if you need anything.
Right, so we finished this and I believe we found a good solution to the problem. So next stop, the market. And we're going to buy some fruit. I couldn't actually do this the first time I came to the market, but apparently now I can.
Something I can do for you?
Yes, I want to buy some fruit.
Can I get a few of those fruits for the Tempest?
More than one? You Pathfinders are richer than I thought.
What do you mean?
You really are new to Helios. Look at it this way. This Paripo feeds 1. Or we can break it down into nutrient paste and feed 20. Raw fruit is rare because it's excessive. A luxury. Better to make the most out of it, right?
I understand that, but I would like to have the fruit anyway. I don't know what nutrient paste is, but let's ask it anyway.
Is that what you guys eat?
Of course. It gives us the nutrition we need without wasting resources. The food we grow is precious. We have to make the most of it. And once in a while, we treat ourselves.
As appetizing as paste sounds, I'll stick to fresh fruit.
At least pay a visit to the Tavitan and try it out. I'll send a few fruits to your ship in the meantime. A gift.
Well, that is very nice. Thank you.
I'll get moving.
Okay, allow time for Lexi to analyze food samples. Will do. Right, there's really only 2 more things I need to do. Return the supplies I acquired and talk to one more Angara about going to the Nexus. So I think I'm going to do this before I end this episode. And then we should be ready to go back to the Tempest.
Ryder, I analyzed all the food samples you sent. You're good to go. Everything is safe.
You sure?
Liam already ate the Paripo. And he's not dead.
Good enough for me.
I passed my data along to the Nexus. Congratulations, Ryder. We have food.
Okay, well, that is good. And of course Liam ate the Paripo. Liam is very concerned about starving, so I'm not surprised that he's the first to eat it. Then again, Suvi likes to eat stuff as well, without waiting for the doctor. Anyway, let's talk to this person now.
Ambassador Riala said you're thinking of moving to the Nexus.
Pathfinder. I'm honored even to be considered for the transfer, but I won't be happy as just an observer. I need to work. I engineer power systems. Would I be allowed employment alongside your people?
Why not?
That's the whole point of this exchange. The Nexus needs people like you.
That's all I needed to hear. I'll have your ambassador start the transfer. Thank you.
Okay, there we go. We talked to all of the candidates. And do I need to return to the ambassador? No, I don't. The quest is finished. So finally, let's talk to the Turian again and hand over the supplies. Actually, there was a lot of stuff going on Aya, more than I expected.
I found Kiloa seeds for Eos. Is this enough?
It's perfect. I'll make sure Eos gets them.
Here, I found the solar amplifier for Vold.
They'll be happy to see this. No more power outages. Thank you, Pathfinder.
Okay, we finished this one as well. So, I believe that concludes all our current quests on Aya. So I'm going to go back to the Tempest now. And I do believe I want to go back to Kadara next and take care of some of the stuff on that planet. So as usual, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed and see you again next time.